In January 2021, Elon Musk made headlines when he became the richest man on the planet with a net worth of $187 billion. We've already told you about it in our previous video, just check it out. The eccentric billionaire has been compared to the Marvel comic character Tony Stark, also known as Iron Man, and you can understand why.
Mr. Musk, how are you?
Congratulations on the promotion.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
Those Merlin engines are fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good idea for an electric jet.
You do.
Like Tony, Musk is stupendously rich. He's a tech magnate standing at the frontiers of technological advancement in the world. And he's quite a social media personality. Musk does not fit the mold of the quintessential reserved, conservative, and old billionaire. He's open, very outspoken, and genuinely interesting. As the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, Musk has made a name for himself as one of the main figures at the center of futuristic technology. From carbon emission-free electric cars to space shuttles that will transport humans to start a colony on Mars, and chips that connect the human brain to computers just by the power of thinking, Elon Musk is the man who is gradually making science fiction our reality. But how did this 50-year-old business magnate conquer the world with his ideas and become one of the richest men on the planet? We'll look through the beginnings of Musk's illustrious career, his education, and his first steps into a brilliant business career. But before we begin, kindly hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll be notified when we release new content. Okay, with that done, let's dive in. Elon Musk was born in Pretoria, South Africa on June 28, 1971, to a South African father and a Canadian mother. His mother, Mae Musk, worked as a Canadian model and was the oldest woman to star in a CoverGirl campaign, while his father, Errol Musk, was a wealthy South African engineer. At a young age, Musk became very interested in personal computers and how they worked. The young Musk would often tell stories to his parents and friends about his dreams and inventions. Oftentimes, he was caught lost in thought, daydreaming about the things he wanted to achieve in his life. Musk's daydreaming episodes were so intense that he was once thought to have suffered from partial deafness. By the time Musk turned 10, his love for computers led him to learn programming by himself. Not long after, at just 12 years of age, Musk wrote and sold his first software. It was a game which he created called Blaster. Growing up in school, Musk was someone you describe as a nerd. He was introverted, bookish, and very smart. Unfortunately, being a rather small kid with very little social influence in school, Musk was often the victim of bullying. But that only lasted till he turned 15 and experienced a growth spurt. He also decided to pick up karate and wrestling as a means to defend himself against school bullies. Following his graduation from high school, Musk enrolled at the University of Pretoria, but he had no plans to continue his education there. Instead, while at the University of Pretoria, Musk was gathering his documents to travel abroad. In June 1989, Musk moved to Canada with plans to locate his great-uncle in Montreal. When his plans did not materialize, he traveled to Saskatchewan to stay with his second cousin. While in Saskatchewan, Musk began to do odd jobs working at a farm and a lumber mill, but his time in Saskatchewan wasn't long. A year after arriving in Canada, Musk started his tertiary education at Queen's University, Kingston, Ontario. Musk's relocation to Canada meant that he managed to escape the one-year mandatory service in the South African military. Also, during his time in Canada, he obtained Canadian citizenship. 3 years later, Musk left Canada and traveled to the United States, where he began to study business and physics at the University of Pennsylvania. Musk later finished from UPenn with 2 bachelor's degrees, one in economics and the other in physics. During his time at the University of Pennsylvania, Musk held 2 summer internship positions in Silicon Valley. The first was at an energy storage startup called Pinnacle Research Institute. This was a company that conducted thorough research work on electrolytic ultracapacitors used for energy storage. The second summer intern position he took up was at another startup called Rocket Science Games, based in Palo Alto. Following his graduation from the University of Pennsylvania, Musk immediately enrolled at Stanford University, California, to begin a PhD in energy physics. But this was at a time when the internet boom was in effect. Seeing an opportunity in the internet industry, Musk chose to drop out of his PhD program just 2 days after enrolling for graduate studies. After taking the bold step to drop out of Stanford, Musk set up his first company, which he called Zip2 Corporation. Together with his brother, Kimball Musk, Elon Musk set up his company in 1995. The two brothers set up shop at a small rented office in Palo Alto after receiving generous funds from a group of angel investors. Zip2 was a company that developed internet city guides for the newspaper publishing industry. The brilliant guides included maps, directions, and yellow pages. At the start of the company, the Musk brothers could only afford to rent their office space. They had no apartment of their own, so the two men slept on their office couch and showered at the YMCA. At the office, the brothers could afford only one standard computer. According to Elon Musk, the website only ran during the day while he spent the nights writing code to further develop the site. But with time, the Musk brothers started to make inroads with their startup that would change their fortunes. They sealed deals with the New York Times and the Chicago Tribune to supply city guides. And now a little promo part from our friends. EssayPro.com can help you with your homework. Let us know your deadline and number of pages and we'll do the rest correctly. Remember about promo code, you'll have 20 off your first order. Follow the pinned comment and tap a link. Next, click on the big red banner at the top of the page and enjoy your study. High quality, anonymity, and the best price on the market. EssayPro.com. Okay, let's continue our video. The company became so successful that by February 1999, Compaq acquired the company for a staggering $307 million. The buyout deal earned Musk a cool $22 million. That same year, Musk co-founded X.com, an email payment and online financial services company. X.com was one of the very first online banks to be federally insured, and with that sort of security behind them, it drew the confidence of customers who numbered over 200,000 in the first few months of operations. Unfortunately for Musk, the company's investors did not consider Musk experienced enough to serve as CEO, and so by the end of 1999, Musk was replaced by Bill Harris from Intuit. Musk would later return as CEO after X.com merged with the online bank Confinity, whose money transfer service was known as PayPal. But by September 2000, Musk was once again removed as CEO due to some issues he had with the board over the business model and direction of the company. With the company under the leadership of the new CEO and co-founder of Confinity Bank, the company focused on their PayPal service, later renaming the entire organization PayPal. Eventually, PayPal was acquired by eBay for a stunning $1.5 billion in stock. At the time, Musk was the largest shareholder of the company, and with the new acquisition, he earned himself another $100 million. Inspired by a vision to design a growth chamber for plants on Mars, Musk traveled to Moscow in October of 2001 to purchase intercontinental ballistic missiles with plans to send greenhouse payloads into space. In Moscow, he met two companies, NPO Lavochkin and Cosmotras. None of them took Musk seriously. He was considered a novice and out of his depth. A story goes that Musk was even spat at by one of the chief Russian designers who thought that Musk was taking them for a joke. Musk returned to the United States empty-handed, and even after a second visit to Russia in 2002, Musk decided to take on the mission himself. So with the $100 million fortune he'd earned up to that point, Musk started Space Exploration Technologies Corp., better known as SpaceX. Ever since, the company has been actively involved in developing new technology for space exploration missions while working together with NASA on private contracts. In 2020, SpaceX became the first private company to launch a manned flight into orbit and dock a crewed spacecraft at the International Space Station. In 2004, Musk joined Tesla Incorporated as chairman of the board after leading the Series A round of investments that year. The company specialized in the development of electric vehicles. Following the financial crisis of 2008, Musk took on the role of CEO of the company. By March 2020, Tesla Incorporated became the world's best-selling electric car after delivering over 500,000 units. It was a year that saw the value of Tesla's stock increase tremendously, adding to Musk's immense fortune. To put that in perspective, at the start of 2020, Musk had a net worth of $20 billion, and by the end of the year, this had increased by a staggering $100 billion. Musk also co-founded Neuralink, a neurotechnology startup focused on linking up the human brain with artificial intelligence in a bid to enhance human memory and treat diseases like Alzheimer's. In 2016, Musk started the company The Boring Company with an initial focus on constructing channels. Musk is also involved in the Hyperloop project with a plan to revolutionize the transport system using a new technology that will considerably shorten distances between major cities in the United States. Although 75% of Musk's wealth comes from Tesla, Musk does not receive a salary from the company. Instead, in a deal Musk entered with Tesla in 2018, he's only paid compensation from the company when the company reaches certain market values. One of such compensations came in May 2020 when he was allowed to purchase some 1.69 million Tesla shares worth approximately $800 million. Despite his incredible wealth, Musk does not live a particularly opulent lifestyle. As a signatory to the Giving Pledge initiative, Musk has pledged to sell almost all his physical possessions and has professed to have little interest in the material trappings of wealth. Elon Musk remains a hugely influential figure in the trajectory of future technology in the world, and based on his track record, it appears he'll maintain that degree of influence for decades to come. Basically, the success story of Elon Musk is far from being over. And that's about it. Like this video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and ring the bell icon so that you always know when we post a new video. See you at the next one.